Welcome, my friends, to another chapter in the Range Ronin Chronicles accessory series. I hope that you enjoy it. Does buying an expensive rifle bipod mean that you get more than you bargained for? If you would like to see, stay tuned, because I'm going to tell you about a rifle bipod that is beyond the norm. If you watched my review of the Ruger American Ranch in 7.62 by 39 mm, you may have caught that I had to readjust the left leg of the bipod 8 times during the range session because it would collapse under recoil. This was unacceptable, and the search for a replacement bipod began. What an education it was, as I am a neophyte when it comes to bipods, and thought that just any old bipod would do. There are many bipods, and I do mean many, with most being cheap knockoffs of the Harris bipod, and I did not need another cheap knockoff. I have used Magpul products in the past, sights, stocks, and foregrips, and I found that their products to be of high quality. I spotted a Magpul bipod at the jungle site and looked into it more. Once I got past the price that, to me, was pretty high for a bipod, I read the description and reviews further. I have already experienced pretty low-priced bipods, so the Magpul was worth at least a look-see. I selected the one that I wanted, posted it in my cart, and waited several days before making the final decision. In fact, I read through everything about it, including reviews, and then finally pushed the go button for it. First up, I was surprised at how light the Magpul bipod is, at 12.4 ounces. It is quite a bit lighter than what I was using. According to Magpul, the bipod is constructed of mil-spec hard anodized 6061 T6 aluminum with stainless steel internals and injection molded reinforced polymer saddle. Total adjustment is 4 inches of travel. That allows from 6 inches to 10 inches of height. Each leg can be adjusted individually by pressing a button and sliding up or down until the desired locking point is reached. Before a height adjustment is performed, the spring tension legs that are mounted in the forward position are snapped down and locked into place with one hand. A button is pushed on the mount base to release the leg from a locked position to a stow position. I have not noticed any creaks, rattles, or groans from the unit while being deployed or after deployment. Each leg ends with a staggered soft rubber foot that is stable on a variety of shooting surfaces. These feet can be easily removed and replaced with a different type, if desirable. The important part is how it interfaces with what it is being mounted to. There are 4 types of mounting: 1913 Picatinny rail, ARMS 17S style, M-lock, and sling stud QD. Mine is of the latter, sling stud QD. There are also 2 colors of bipod that can be chosen, black and flat dark earth, the latter of which is my choice, as the Ruger American Ranch's stock is dark earth. The color combination of the bipod and stock, along with the contrasting black swivel mounts, barrel and receiver, and trigger assembly, look very nice together, I think. The anodized finish of the bipod is very nicely done. A small polymer locking knob is used to tighten the sling stud mounting pins to the sling stud on the firearm. To accommodate different stock profiles, 2 adapters are included and simply push into the stock mount. The stock mount is polymer with stainless steel stud mounting pins. The mount is just not fixed into one position. A very large knurled knob allows the loosening and tightening of the mount that allows adjusting the tilt of the rifle. Personally, I like the mount to tilt when I need it. If the bipod is set against an unequal surface and cannot be adjusted to level with the legs, tilting the mount can, in most cases, allow the leveling of the scope, thus keeping the crosshairs of the scope level to the target. In most cases, I like the mount to be free-floating. There is about 10 degrees of tilt available in both left and right directions. I think that I am at the point where I can see how this bipod works with the Ruger American Ranch. To begin mounting the Magpul bipod, first move each leg into the deployed position. They will lock into place easily and very nicely. The bipod does come with a good set of instructions and 2 different profile mount adapters, one for wide and one for narrow stocks. The narrow adapter, in my case, is slid over the mounting pins and pressed into place. Note that the small knob may need to be turned so that the mounting pins close up in order to place the adapter over them. There is no need to touch the big knurled knob at this point, unless you just want to turn the big knurled knob. Place a drop of CLP-type lubricant or other lubricant on the pivoting mechanism of the pawls before you mount the bipod. Loosen the small knob enough to locate the mounting pins onto the sling stud of the rifle. Tighten the small knob until the bipod is tight against the stock. No need to worry about marring the stock. The adapter is made of non-marring material. By tightening the mount against the stock, the adapter will seat fully into the base. Push the locking knob for each leg to move the legs into the stow position. Loosen the big knurled knob to adjust the attitude of the legs if need be. Otherwise, there is no reason to touch the big knurled knob. Do you get the impression that I like saying big knurled knob? That's it for the mounting. Now let's get to the maintenance of the bipod. According to the manufacturer, it is recommended that a CLP-type lubricant is added to the leg lock button and leg pivot points to help mitigate wear, aside from making them operate smoother. Here I go again with the big knurled knob, but there is something about it that you probably did not know. I know that I didn't until I read the instructions. Just because the bipod is mounted does not mean that you have to shoot with it deployed. In fact, a lower shooting position may be desirable. That is what the base of the big knurled knob is for, resting the rifle. To be truthful, I was expecting a lot out of the Magpul bipod, considering the price paid. The quality is excellent, as are the features of the product. I believe it to be as good as the Harris unit, perhaps better in some ways. If you are in the market for a good rifle bipod, you might consider the Magpul. I think that you would be satisfied with its performance. Well, let me put an end to this chapter of the Range Ronin Chronicles accessory series. I hope that you will return for other and future gun and gear reviews, and I look forward to seeing you again. Until that time, be vigilant, be armed, and be safe out there.